Wagwan Living Gang, welcome back to another video. It's just beginning to rain as I've came out without my jacket on. How lovely is that? So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a review on the Benelli BN125, given that it's just hit 2,000 miles on the clock. As you now notice, I don't have a GoPro on my chin anymore, chin mounted. That is because the mount actually fell off just as I was turning into the road with my house on it. Luckily it only landed like in my lap, so I managed to grab it before it hit the floor. But as the Ruroc GoPro mounts are 20 quid a mount, I won't be buying a new one anytime soon, just because 20 quid's a lot to spend on a mount if it's just going to fall off, if you get what I'm saying. But I'm going to try and make a few more videos like this. I'm in the middle of swapping rooms at the minute, but I've built the new PC. Oh, the rain, man. But yeah, I built a new PC. It's got a RTX 3070, Ryzen 7 5800X, 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM at 36 megahertz. I've gone with the Corsair 570X Crystal for the case. The CPU cooler, I've gone with the Corsair H100i Elite Capellix. For the storage, at the minute I've just got a Gen 4 M.2 500 gig. So compared to my last PC, this is a massive upgrade. So now I can start actually editing my videos and seeing what I'm editing, rather than just having a guess because the video won't load with me editing it. But the videos will be more uncut, raw for the time being, given that I've broke the back camera on my phone. My phone fell off while I was riding, and again I don't actually have the GoPro mount anymore. Oh my god, there's a lorry. I've just got covered. But yeah, the Benelli BN125. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I haven't tested this mic at this speed, but we're going 65 right now. The bike is only a 5-speed, which I don't really like, not having that 6th gear. There will be times where I'll go up a gear, like on the YZF, and I'll realise, oh, I haven't got my 6th gear. But I'm getting used to that. The max speed I've had out of it was 75 on the clock, and that was 65 when I was tracking it on my phone, which this bike is only rated at 65, and at that point I was beginning to redline, so I doubt I'd get any more out of it. So 65 really is the max of this bike. But given that I've had it since the 1st of September and I've already hit 2,000 miles, it's been getting its use. Overall it handles really well, especially at those slow speeds in comparison to the YZF. This bike is a lot lower than the YZF, so I've got a lot more room when I'm stopped. Like, I've got a lot more knee bend, which is it's nice. More room to relax, I guess. In terms of fuel, the YZF, this is what I'm going to be comparing it to, the YZF. That cost me, I believe, £12.50, around £13 to fill up from an empty tank. I filled this up yesterday after running on my petrol light, and it cost £17. But I will say it is just as good as the YZF on fuel. I'm getting 115 miles to the gallon, I think, on average. But that's dependent on the fuel. Do you know what I've really noticed? If you don't put the Supreme petrol in, if you put in just the standard unleaded, the E5, it really runs down a lot quicker. So E5, or is it E10? I don't know. The worst one. It tends to run down a lot quicker. So definitely, if you get one of these, stick to your premium petrol. Not only that, it just helps keep your engine better, in better nick. And when it's only going to cost you like £19 to fill up with that. That's nothing really. But overall, I do miss my YZF. But given the price difference, my YZF, when I had it, I paid £2 for it, and that was for a 14 plate with leaking forks. Obviously I got the forks refurbished, but by the time I killed that bike, I'd ended up spending about £3.5 on it. And this bike, 71 plate, brand new, had 0.1 miles on it by the time I received it, and you're just pulled out. Yeah, It had 0.1 miles on it when I got it. That only cost me 2,700 plus changing over my insurance. There was a fee of £350. So around about £3 for this bike, all in all. But that's not bad at all for a brand new vehicle. It does have the big mirrors on it. I took those off and I fitted bar end mirrors because it makes this bike look so much cleaner, honestly. It looks so much better with the bar ends. I do wish my bar ends were a bit better. For example, one of them fell off. But I'm not sure if you can see my reflection. This one I've still got. The one over here I don't. But all I can do is deal with the one for now, because I also lost one of my wing mirrors. I was doing something called the chicken run, which I did upload a video of that, and one of them fell off because I still had it at the start, and then by the end of it, it wasn't there. Yeah. But I do appreciate this bike actually having hazards. That's nice. That's a nice little feature, because it means that when I break down, which happens to me monthly pretty much, it hasn't happened on this bike, you know, pray to God. But on the YZF it was nearly every month that I was breaking down on that. I didn't have any hazards on it. It didn't come with any hazards, but it's nice to have the hazards just in case there's a hazard or you're causing a hazard. I've took this bike as far as 100 miles in a day, 150 miles in a day, and it is so comfortable. I love it. And also, given that I passed my test last year in August, as soon as I got this bike in September, I bought the passenger insurance cover. That cost me £150 extra. But it is nice to be able to have a passenger for those people that have never ridden a bike before. Yeah, that bus is moving, so we'll go back. For somebody who's never ridden a bike before, it's nice to be able to take them out on a bike. Given that it is only a 125, it's probably best for them to start on it, to be honest. But in terms of having a passenger, it does not affect the speed of this bike. Again, given that I'm a big guy, as well as having a passenger, and this bike can still hit, you know, the top speed, you can't argue. You can't argue. The passengers that I've had, the only time they've complained is when they ignore what I say to wear and they get cold. But other than that, they say it's quite a comfortable bike. They say the seat's quite soft. Overall, this is a really good bike. There's only a couple of things that I'd say I wish were better. That would be obviously the stock mirrors that it comes with. I wish it had a clock on the dash, maybe the oil temperature on the dash, because that's something I'm constantly thinking about, is my oil temps. Because obviously you don't want to ride while your oil's freezing cold, but obviously after you've left it to idle, usually you'd have a look, see if it's gone up. You can't on this. You just have to leave it for about 5 minutes and then jump on. On my YZF, when I was going around corners in the rain, I felt like the wheels were slipping. On this, I think I've had that twice, which that's not too bad given that we're in England and it rains daily. But yeah, guys, that was just a really quick review of just like some random little things that I was thinking of. If you can think of any other questions you guys might have about the Benelli BN125, drop them in the comments of this video, and go on, you can cross. Yeah, drop your questions in the comments of this video and I will get back to you. I'll just drop a message, or if you guys think it's a topic that needs a video, let me know and I'll do a video on it. Either way works for me. And as you can probably see by the reflection in my visor, but I hope you guys like the new visor. Iridescent green from the Ruroc in the Reaper helmet. I love it, I love it. I'm debating getting a red one to match the bike. But anyway, just reached my destination, which would be Tesco. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, keeping it cool, and I'll catch you in the next video, guys. Peace out.